Hi guys, welcome to Everything Blockchain. In today's video, I'll cover two things: the Soneium ACS campaign and the latest badge offerings from different dApps on the chain. So let's dive right in. A few things to note: I like to play it safe. I don't provide concentrated liquidity for volatile pairs. I'm only going to be bridging 0.5 ETH to Soneium, and I've already secured the OG badge for making 45 plus transactions. And even though ACS is all about TVL, there are discretionary rewards and multipliers on certain assets. If you want the full breakdown, I've linked the campaign details in the description. Do check it out. Now the first step is to bridge to Soneium. We are going to be using Super Bridge to bridge ETH to Soneium. I'm going to be bridging from base, as you can see. Going to enter the amount and confirm the transaction. Next, we are going to head to Kyo FInance, which is Soneium's native liquidity protocol. You can supply assets like ETH and Astar and borrow against them. I'm depositing about 0.2 ETH, and then against this ETH, I'm going to borrow 150 USDC, keeping the health factor above 2. To get the Kyo badge, you need to make a few deposits and then borrow a few assets from the main pool or the Astar pool. I suggest you follow along, and by the end of the video, I would have helped you secure the Kyo badge. For now, let's head to Kyo FInance, which is Soneium's main DEX. Kyo also has its own rewards program. You can supply liquidity in the Astar USDC pool if you ended up borrowing Astar or USDC or both assets in Kyo to earn ACS, trading fees, Kyo points, and Kyo credits. That's 4 airdrops in one, guys. And to get the Kyo badge, what you need to do is $100 in trading volume, 10 transactions, of which there has to be 1 LP transaction. I made some swaps. As you can see, I'm swapping USDC to USDT. Do note that swapping ETH to wrapped ETH is not considered a swap transaction because you're essentially wrapping your ETH. After making these swaps, I provided liquidity in the USDC USDT pool. Like I said, I like to play safe, so I provide liquidity in the stable pool, and with that I managed to secure the badge. Now we're going to head to Quickswap DEX. The requirement for the badge here is also 10 swaps or LP transactions between March 7th and 31st March, which is pretty much the same date for all ecosystem badges. I swapped USDC to USDT multiple times to hit the requirement. I did realize midway that it would be good to borrow some Astar, so what I did is I decided to head back to Kyo and deposited 0.06 ETH. Against this ETH, I borrowed 1450 Astar to actually farm the Astar market on Untitled Bank. So once I was done with the depositing and borrowing, I made way for Untitled Bank, but there was no available liquidity. So I decided to manually loop on Kyo, which means the 1450 Astar I had borrowed, I deposited it again, borrowed 750 Astar against it to increase Kyo points while keeping the health factor within a safe range. Now once I got this Astar, I decided to swap it to NS Astar. Actually, I wanted to mint NS Astar on Nemo, but you needed Astar on the Astar chain, which I didn't have, so I chose the easier route and I swapped on Quickswap, then provided liquidity in the NS Astar pool. I only used about 200 of my Astar on Quickswap. I made my way back to Kyo FInance and deposited about 97 Astar in the Astar NS Astar pool on Kyo FInance. The remaining Astar that I had borrowed, I actually used that to repay part of my loan to keep transacting on the Soneium network. Halfway through, I realized that I did not complete the 10 transactions on Quickswap. I was still short of 2. So I made a final swap from USDC to USDT and then provided liquidity in the USDC USDT pool as well. And with that, I was able to secure the badge. Okay, quick recap. So far, we have managed to open positions in Kyo FInance, Sake Finance, and Quickswap. We secured the badge for Quickswap and Kyo, but not for Sake. So to complete that, we need to deposit at least 5 USDC and 5 USDT. The other requirements are ETH, which we've already done, and Astar, which we've already done. The requirements are listed below in the description, but I've deposited above that. So I'm going to go ahead and complete my deposit for USDC and USDT. I'm doing 7 just because I can. Then I need to borrow 2 of Sony USDC, USDT, and about 0.01 ETH, but I end up borrowing 3 Sony, 3 USDT, and about 0.0015 ETH because I can. FYI, ETH and wrapped ETH on Sake are treated the same, and there's no time limit to keep the positions open. This has been confirmed in their Discord. So with all of this done, we have secured the Sake badge as well. If you want to farm more dApps and optimize your ACS rewards, I've written a detailed Twitter thread. The link of that is in the description. I've included all the relevant links for the other ecosystem badges as well. And that's it for today. Like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you're farming next. I'll make sure to cover a video on that as well. I'll see you another time. Till then, take care. Bye.